fentanyl, crack cocaine, and hookers.
Well, we had fun. That's the important thing.
Yes.
Okay, wait. We're going to
That
start it
is.
on that because out of context, that's amazing. All right.
Had to start on something.
Thank you for podcast 19, which I actually said last time. It is not 19. It was 18 last time. So now we're on the real
this
19.
is 18.
No, don't do this to me, please.
I thought we were on
That
20.
one was 19. This one is 18.
We're going backwards.
Yes.
I'm going back to California. Thank you for coming. This is Stupid Questions, Stupid Answers, where we just talk a bunch. I don't know anymore. Starting from our left,
I'm John.
And I'm Kyle.
I'm Andrew.
Dale, the serial mascot killer.
Wait, do you kill serial mascots, or are you on a spree?
Is this like
killing
is this a
mascots?
Tony the Tiger count?
Specifically serial mascots.
So
Okay,
snap, crackle, and pop.
Yeah, no, I mean,
No, that's what happened to them.
see, serial mascot killer. It takes a lot of skill because sometimes you're fighting like Frankensteins and tigers and leprechauns.
How did you
Dracula.
kill
Dracula.
How did you kill Booberry?
You basically like turn the vacuum on when he isn't looking, and you just like point it at him, and then he gets like curious.
The next question I have is snap. That's pretty easy. Just twist.
Yeah,
Pop.
yeah.
Pop. Crackle.
You gotta use oil in a hot pan.
Rice Krispies in a hot
I was
pan.
gonna go with the steamroller. That'll crackle.
They do crack a lot
Yeah.
when you hit them with a steamroller.
Now I'm having a vision from the old Bugs Bunny movie. Not Bugs Bunny, the Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit.
movie
Yes.
that terrified us all as children.
You know,
Every last one of us. That was not rated PG. You know it, but you did it anyway.
funny story though. They say you can only kill a vampire with like garlic or a stake to the heart. Steamroller tends to work.
Oh, they just do the popping up and just. And roll yourself back up.
No. If you literally squeeze the immortality outside of their body, I think they become not.
That would be awful.
Yeah.
Just keep running over the vampire over and over again. No, you cannot kill me. No, please stop. Oh,
They had a robot chicken like that with werewolves. Just, I go at him with a wood chipper. Nope, still isn't dead. He's all the way through the wood chipper. I turn the pulp into toilet paper. Still not dead.
gotta use silver. Come on, man.
I want to have you driving a Zamboni, not that. Like that would be.
Just backing over Count Chocula.
Well, you probably need less of a license.
Probably.
Yeah, one of them's probably requiring a lot less effort.
I mean, you already worked for the mascot serial killer license.
Oh wait, this is
But you registered with the government?
Of course.
You need
what? Is this John Wick for killing serial
Not anybody can kill a serial mascot. Some of them, the leprechauns especially, they can like use magic nonsense on you and just turn you into a marshmallow.
But he's magically delicious.
I want to see
He
that
is.
like General
you
Mills.
feed him to the tiger.
General Mills has their mascots like, I need a 10% raise, and then they're like, They're like, down the Michael.
I'm imagining Pop and Fresh just putting the hit out. Just,
This freaking Tricks bunny thinks he can add 25% to his yearly fee.
He wanted some of those tricks. That's what it was.
Yeah, he's gonna get them.
Told him no.
those are for kids.
That's
Those
right.
are for kids.
Anyway, so we normally each bring a question to the table. And John, what was your question for today?
So what's the worst red pill kind of situation that you can think of? Like the Matrix, where you take the red pill and you realize, oh, we're all stuck in vats of goo and the machines have taken over. Or the Truman Show, where, oh, I'm on TV and my entire life has been scripted. What would be that worst kind of world-shattering reveal for you?
If you just took the red pill,
Where everything, where we figure out reality is wrong, and what is it
What's
that
the
would
wrong? What is taking the red pill making you realize?
well, I'm gonna sandbag you and say that if you take the red pill and nothing happens,
That this
then you're just disappointed. You're just like,
I was
damn it.
depressed, and now I'm even more.
You're like shit. Oh,
that is really sad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you wanted something.
yeah.
Morpheus just like,
even worse.
I got you.
He's just some crackhead on the street.
Yep.
He gave you a sugar pill.
No.
The Matrix placebo.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out my worst situations like yams and sweet potatoes are actually been the same thing the whole time.
They are.
They are.
No, they're two different things.
No, they're not.
No, they're two different plants. They're two different.
One has
vegetables.
marshmallows on them.
Yes.
That's what reminded me. Remember
One's the dessert, one's the...
See, this is the situation. You take the wrong pill and you find out the truth.
It's the marshmallows.
It's the marshmallows all
Remember
along.
that one episode of Simpsons where I think like Homer was going between different like versions of reality, and
And
he had the
changing
one
time.
and he's like, "Marge, get me a donut," and they're like, "What's a donut?" And he's like, "Ah," and he runs back through the portal, and then they look outside like, "Oh, it's raining again." And it was donuts. So
It's raining in the sky. Yes. That's the original Halloween of Horror, I think.
Was it number one?
I think that was
yeah, I think it was
number
the
one.
first Halloween one.
God, they all mixed together.
The first one was
I
the
still remember the
iconic.
line from that episode of, I wish I hadn't killed that fish.
Oh yeah, because that's what it was
It was the
cosplay.
monkey's paw.
No, he was going back in time and then just killing things.
Oh no, that one. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I do remember that one.
The
I also remember the monkey's paw.
was, what was it? This paw is cursed. That's bad. But it comes with a free frozen yogurt, which I call Frogurt. That's good. The Frogurt is also cursed. That's bad. But it comes with a choice of toppings. That's good. The toppings contain monosodium glutamate.
That's bad.
Can I go now?
Exactly. Can I leave?
I just remember the one thing I remember from the very
Good
first
old
one
Simpsons.
is his head just being turned into a donut,
Yep.
but then he just keeps
Yes.
like eating himself. It's like
Stop
picking at it.
Yeah. Good
delicious.
old Simpsons. I miss them.
I think my nightmare situation would be to learn that furries are real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty awful.
Like there's a country where they just live natively, or like
No,
a
that they
puka
actually exist.
situation
No, that they
where-
actually exist. Because as far as I can tell, they're all just a lie.
Yeah.
Like if I'm thinking like actual anthropomorphic like furry people.
Oh no, just
They're just
no,
werewolves.
No, just furries.
Yeah. Just furries.
They're very uningenious. They don't come up with anything new other than a wolf or a fox or something.
just
They're all
really,
canine. They're all canines.
and they're all extroverts. And huggy.
Well, you have to be at that.
and huggy.
Well, they're already one of them. But
I'm thinking there's a 40K video where there's space marines invading the furry planet, and
And then there's an infection.
that was one of the best series of videos I've ever seen.
I still think Dracula was a furry.
You keep saying that, and I keep saying you're wrong.
No. Half bat, half man.
But he's a small bat. He's not like a weird anthropomorphic bat.
it depends. Did he go to
Batman.
conventions?
That's a mode of transportation. It's not a lifestyle.
it's like a bus pass.
It's a little bit of a lifestyle. though.
It's Dracula's bus pass. It's just his bat pass.
Yeah. Well, he's still like
He's the original Batman.
Me, it would be if imposter syndrome turned out to be real.
But imposter syndrome is real. You're saying whether
No, just that feeling of I'm. People are gonna find out that I'm just faking
so
it.
it's not that imposter syndrome is real, but that
It's not
syndrome,
imposter syndrome,
Yeah,
and you
it's
realize
a reality.
Yeah, you have been faking it, and everyone finds out.
I legit do have possum syndrome.
Impossum syndrome?
Yeah, I'm actually just 5 possums in a man suit.
That would explain so many things.
Yeah, your dietary choices. and
That's
the
one.
pouches.
That's one for each limb, and then the one for the
Yeah,
torso.
no.
What's the head running off of?
No, we're sharing. We're sharing it
Oh,
here.
okay, gotcha.
We're community
No,
inside
they-
this
they got
man
the
suit.
head-
That's a
from-
real furry.
No, they got the head from Jim Henson. It's an animatronic head. The rest of it is.
That's a fantastic animatronic.
It must-
head. I mean, Jim Henson would.
I mean, who else could have built this
the
in
ghost,
the 80s?
The ghost of Jim
I mean, that's
Henson.
true. Actually.
It was early Jim Henson because you see this thing.
Yeah, it's
Was it?
Yeah.
If you look close, you can see the seams.
Wait a
It's
minute.
fine.
But like possums don't live that long. Like, is there like a community of possums?
Oh
that
no,
die,
this is like
and,
5th generation.
Yeah,
I know, like-
it's a polycule.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
kind of like a coral.
Right?
Yeah.
That's neat.
As he drinks. So
Well, the possums are thirsty. we refer to
possums love raspberry.
we refer to ourselves in the third person. It's easier.
Like he just opens his mouth, you see a little arm come on and grab the food.
Ooh, a berry.
It's like the alien from Aliens. It's like, he just takes a Cheeto off the plate.
Delicious.
He just bends over backwards and just starts walking up on his back.
Oh, the ring. back up the stairs. Like, goodbye, Michael.
It does explain why I want to sleep during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the night.
We're tired.
And the morning.
Say this suit is heavy. Yeah. You looked at it? Come on.
Well, anyways, Kyle, what was your question then?
Not that good.
You say that every time.
I know. So my question actually was, you know, like how back in the day, in like the 1800s, you got the jackalope.
Sure.
Like you got your rabbit and your deer, but like some crazy dude who was like on 1800s meth, whatever that was, probably coke. No. Maybe cigarettes. Who knows back in the... No, cocaine. No, it's probably
That's
cocaine.
quite a bit different.
No, coke. No, meth. No.
Mescaline.
Yeah, mescaline, actually, yeah. But like, if you were some cracked up hobo on the Oregon Trail, like what animal would you come up with?
Platypus.
Okay. There you go. You would literally just hunt platypus and sell it to people. You'd be like, this shit's crazy.
Wait, I'm just thinking like
what animal would you come up with?
Oregon Trail hobo?
Yeah.
Like...
No, a salesman. A salesman.
Aren't they all hobos?
Wait, I'm just thinking like they're trying to like survive dysentery, just taking their wagon down. And then some guy comes up and it's like, would you like to buy a vacuum cleaner?
But like, there's a dude 40 miles down the trail selling you a jackalope little statue. So like, why not? What would you create?
Man, bear, pig.
Man, bear, pig.
It's half man, half bear, half pig.
And you would sell this?
So, well, yeah.
It's a large diorama.
Yeah,
There's
it's
a
great.
lot of money in that.
There was a discount on the mans, the bears, and the pigs. Oh. You just like, you cut them up, you glue them together, and it's a new thing.
The jackalope was just the rabbit head on a plaque with antlers. Would man, bear, pig be a head on a plaque, or would it be the full?
No, I'm imagining the full bear form.
It's just Jeff.
In Man Bear Pig.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
They just put his head up there and they just put a thing on it.
Yeah, he was kind of a homely looking dude, so they could pass it off.
He was the previous salesman.
Just a rubber pig snout and then some fuzzy ears.
Just wearing a Mickey Mouse hat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think if I was a hobo out on the trail, I'd be trying to like actually make like the proper like living creature. So I'd be trying to like breed hummingbirds and like dogs.
I'm still stuck.
What?
And then I'm a hobo out in the middle of the woods.
Wait, which direction?
No, you're not in the middle of the woods.
No,
You're
I
kind of in
mean,
the middle of the woods.
Is it like
Yeah.
which is the female in that relationship?
Like, use your imagination, dude.
I'm trying. I don't want to. You
No, I'm trying to invent like the Humming-Poodle.
So there is a very stark and different relationship between putting a set of antlers on a dead rabbit's head and trying to mate a hummingbird and a dog.
There's a reason I'm homeless. Okay?
I put him in the same cage for 2 days.
One's a grifter and one's a mad scientist trying to defy the laws of nature.
Mad scientist,
Man.
putting a hummingbird and a dog in the same room isn't a mad scientist. That's just crazy.
No, and then you start playing Barry White and giving them chocolates and oysters.
He tried covering the hummingbird in peanut butter, but then he just needed a new hummingbird.
Yeah.
I went through a lot of hummingbirds. This is kind of messed up.
I just keep getting stuck on the idea of a hobo on the Oregon Trail because a hobo is someone without a house, and there's no house for thousands of miles. along the
Yeah,
Oregon
that's what I was
Trail.
getting. They're all hobos.
Everyone is a hobo.
A wagon is technically a home.
It's a trailer.
Is it a mobile home?
It's definitely
It's
a mobile home.
barely a home.
It's barely
It's
a
more
trailer.
than a home than some hobo trying to mate a dog and a hummingbird in a
doesn't mean he
cage.
doesn't have
In
a
a cage you scratch and build
A
himself.
wagon is a trailer with 2 out of 4 walls.
Yes. Yes, I would agree.
That's living under a bridge, Kyle.
That's
A
close
bridge
enough,
is a
not
home
hobo.
with 2 walls.
Is a tent a home?
It has 4 walls.
No, but not always. But if you just have the one that's like the single stick with the blanket over it, then that's 2 walls.
Then that's a bad tent.
Well, it's a bad tent, but it's still a home. It's a bad home, but bad home is a home.
It is a home.
It's this at the same level as a bridge because it's got 2 walls.
I would say that there's.
Are you saying trolls don't have homes?
Yes.
Poor Shrek.
I also like how I went from.
Shrek isn't a troll. That's
enough.
racist.
I mean, I also went from 1800s to the Oregon Trail, which is a number of years apart.
1700s, 1800s.
We went to elementary school.
Civil War, Roosevelt.
We weren't taught geography.
I was going through trivia earlier, and I had the moment who was asking about like what year did Christopher Columbus blah blah blah, and I'm like 1492. I'm like, that's the one I got right for history because like that's at least one thing like beat into your head when you're in school, and then we just figured out he's an asshole. So like,
what year did he die? 1492. What year was he born? 1492.
It was a very busy year.
Yeah,
It was a hell of a year. Baby Christopher Columbus. Infant Christopher Columbus.
That's when he discovered America on the day of his birth.
So like, did
he popped out and he shot across the ocean?
I was about to say that they prop up his mom on like the side of the ship and just shoot him onto the new land.
She did a lot of crunches.
Pilates.
Yes.
he shot out of Italy, bounced off of Spain, got a couple of boats there, and then took the boats.
I assume he just landed in a barrel of grog and just kind of rode his way to the new land.
Yep.
Yeah, the baby and a bottle of grog.
Baby and a bottle of grog.
Baby bottle of grog. Baby bottle of grog.
I was gonna say that sounds like a band name. Baby and a bottle of grog.
I think Baby Bottle of Grog is a fantastic band name.
Yeah, we can do
Better
this.
band name or candy?
Let's do it. I can play the kazoo. So let's do this.
I can play the tambourine. Not well.
I can do the drums.
Yes, all percussion.
I'm gonna hum.
That's not a percussion instrument. That's vocals.
You can do the spoons, the ham bone.
Yeah, ham
Yeah,
bone.
ham bones.
What's the
Ham bone. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's a ham bone?
We need spoons.
I thought that's what you just do if you want to do like the drum roll, please, and you don't have to.
Ham boning will save your life, son.
Do you remember that there's a very, very famous YouTube video of a very old looking man with a white beard who's doing that and just doing it all on every fat fold in his body. He's making music.
Yeah, because
like guy.
Some people have just amazing skill, and then there's us.
Yes.
Yeah. This is why we do this instead.
I was a percussionist for 17 years of my life.
You hit things.
You did.
I hit a hammer on top of a taut skin animal.
I spent 40 years learning the triangle.
Beat a pig and it made noise.
Yes.
Okay.
As my ancestors intended.
Well, anyways.
But that's my question.
Yeah, so we'll move on to mine. Mine's kind of cliche, but I like the discussion that it always kind of brings up. So who is the most powerful Avenger?
Oh, God. Definitely not Black Widow.
What? No.
Well,
No.
I never know.
No.
Because she's smart.
She's also sexy, but it doesn't make up for
Yeah,
it.
Scarlett Johansson's got something going on. But
most powerful and like
or like, I would say that that's going to be subjective, and that's what's fun about it.
What counts as an Avenger? Like Captain Marvel?
Well, I would
Captain Marvel's
say,
an Avenger.
I can't say superhero because then it's just going to be like Superman or something because he's just like the world's biggest Mary Sue. But if we were to do like, I would
not
say
Captain Marvel.
I would say any good character in the Marvel universe.
So not Captain Marvel.
No Captain. Well, okay. Well, okay.
Watcher?
The heroes in there. She's a hero.
Captain Marvel and the Hulk are probably close to in strength, but I would say if you were to like pit them against one another, Doctor Strange would win.
Yeah.
I'm actually big on Doctor Strange. Yeah. Because like if you could throw Hulk into space, if he just kept going, he can't really turn himself around that easily.
I think the only one who would compete really against Doctor Strange would be the Scarlet Witch.
Well, we haven't really I mean, the comics probably have covered more detail to it. But like with Strange, mainly because of What If. Because in What If, he basically got powerful enough to crack the multiverse.
He did.
Yep. So where do you go from there?
He only destroyed one universe.
Well, that's also but that was also in the period of time that he had the Time Stone. So like if he didn't have the Time Stone,
well, you could say that like, well, how powerful would the Hulk be if he didn't have the drug and he was just Bruce Banner? I mean, you could always go back.
But the Time Stone is a very specific period of time, but whereas the Hulk is just. That's his character. From
the time that Doctor Strange started learning to the point that he had the Time Stone, I mean, how long do you think that was? That he was in the monastery, maybe
in the movie.
6 months.
In the movie, it was like 4 days.
Yeah, well, it wasn't though. It definitely whatever.
I am very unversed in the comics, but you might know this a little bit better, actually, Michael. But it was a number of years though, it was like 3 or 4 years, right? For Doctor Strange's like initiation into the magical guild.
I mean, I think it took him time. He didn't just fall in and was done.
No,
It took him some
I'm
years.
thinking it had to have been because like when he goes back to the hospital and she's like, "Where have you been?" It sounded like there was a long period of time there. So I would say maybe a year or so.
When it
He learns fast.
When it came to the battle against Thanos, the only two that were really able to pit themselves against him directly was the Scarlet Witch, I can't remember her name exactly, and Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel got defeated as soon as he used the Strength Stone, but the Scarlet Witch was able to just crush him, and it forced him to like call him artillery fire.
But even then, so but you never get to see Strange in there because he knew he was going to be snapped. He disappeared, so he never had the opportunity to show what he could be capable of because he knew that fighting back was useless.
Yeah.
So
well, he was at the fight, but he was holding back a flood the whole time.
But like he could have like, especially seeing with like No Way Home and stuff, where he can just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna make everybody forget you. I can just remove your memories. Like that's to me, you can literally make that person forget who they were. Yeah, and you can destroy. You can unwrite them from existence.
Yeah, but that's like the Batman versus Superman question of, Batman, he just goes to his Batcave and gets out the kryptonite bullet and then shoots Superman, or Superman shoots him in the face and he's dead.
Yeah, it's
because Strange can prepare and do research and kill anyone or solve any problem.
If it's Strange,
but if they're both in a room unprepared, Hulk's gonna crush him like an ant.
Oh well, I don't know because he still has the ability to kind of go to zoop between places, but then they're always gonna do the cinematic thing of like it grabs it before he goes.
They're gonna tie.
But he can literally jump across. He can jump into a portal, go wherever he wants, away from the Hulk, and then prepare for as long as he wants.
Well, like the mirror dimension with Hulks.
The ring kind of too, but I think there's a difference between Strange with the Time Stone and without. With the Time Stone, he is a god, like in that regard. He can do whatever he wants. Without it, he is still immensely powerful, but he loses his edge.
Okay, Strange without magic and Banner without the Hulk.
They're just people.
And they're just people and they're just fighting. Who wins?
I would...
Benedict Cumberbatch is a freaking
I would probably say Strange still because I think without the Hulk, Banner doesn't want violence.
You know what?
Well, neither does Strange.
Yeah, but Strange would probably be more like
nerds. They're
both very nerds.
It's gonna be a slap fight.
No, it's not.
But Strange, his hands.
His hands are messed up.
His hands are messed up. He can kind of use them, but without it,
he can make a fist.
Well, if he's still got the ring, that's like a brass knuckle.
No, but I'm starting to think MMA now. Like Doctor Strange, if he's got no working digits, he just tapes them up into little like into field killers, and he just starts popping.
What was that one movie we watched where the one lady had like the
dead arms?
Yeah, the dead arms that were knocked out, and she literally just taped a knife to her hand and was flailing her arms around.
Oh, God, what was that movie?
Milkshake?
Yeah, Milkshake.
Yes. Gunpowder Milkshake.
That was one of my favorite fight scenes.
That was crazy dumb.
It was
amazing.
It was a guy in wheelchairs and a guy on crutches fighting a woman that had like her arms completely knocked off with Novocaine and knocked out with knives taped to them. And her acting for that was so good.
Oh, it was amazing.
That was
a weird scene. Too,
it was weird, but it was so good. If you haven't seen Gunpowder Milkshake, it is fantastic. It was so good. That fight scene alone is just so unique. But okay, so so my
that was a conversation.
Yeah, but my vote was Doctor Strange. Then
I would have said so too.
I would actually say Scarlet Witch.
Okay, yeah, that one is a good one. Well, not her current version.
Her current version. She was kicking Thanos' butt too.
Well, no,
even during the battle.
But after what was it? The WandaVision.
After WandaVision, got even stronger.
Yeah, now she's basically a god type thing.
Yeah, she's basically a god even without the Infinity Stone because she's kind of powered by it. So is Captain Marvel. But
was Gunpowder Milkshake in the John Wick universe?
No,
it felt like it could be though.
It was not. It wasn't meant to be.
It's not, but it feels like it was the like underground assassin guild that is popular or whatever. Yeah, I can see similarities, but I don't think it was in the same universe. Okay. But they could. I mean, that'd be kind of an interesting fight.
Nice crossover. John Wick 4.
John Wick Milkshake.
John
Wilkshake.
John Wilkshake is not.
All right. Well, anyways, Michael, what was your question?
All right. My question is something I've kind of brought up in private before and maybe not so much, but I figured it was worth discussing on this thing in this podcast. And it's a horse question, so people will appreciate that. Is Ponyville a slum?
No.
It absolutely is.
What are you talking about?
It's backwater, but it's
No,
not
it's not. It's not a backwater because Canterlot is up on the hill just outside the town.
There's more towns than that one.
So I have a little bit of a long one on this one, but if you look at how society is now compared to others, usually you end up having that we now have cities that are surrounded by farms, and then until you get to a larger city, and then it's a lot of suburbs. There was definitely a much older format where you had these further out cities that were kind of like spotted around, but a lot of empty in between it. At that point, if you were just a outside village far from an area, even just a normal good-looking or a normal village would be covered with crap and that type of thing. But because it isn't, because it looks clean and whatever, I would think that they are getting some government subsidies.
You think so? Because what I see is a beautiful city up on the hill above Ponyville that has paved streets and probably plumbing. And then you get to below and it's just thatch roofs, no paved roads, outhouses, and the vast majority of the population can't even afford clothes.
Canterlot had cobblestone roads.
Yes,
they're not the best roads.
That's better than no roads.
But it depends. Were our clothes considered to be the norm, and not having them is considered negative?
It's definitely like
Cincinnati is a city.
It's not a great city.
It's not a great city, but it's surrounded by not city.
Yes, but like
I wouldn't.
Like Canterlot is Cincinnati.
I would.
Canterlot sits up on the hill, and they're like the sewage from Canterlot probably just runs down.
Well, okay, now you're making assumptions. You can't just toss them
the
there.
sewage has to go from somewhere.
I think that they're not a slum, but financially, by comparison, they are a nation that is very well off. So they are maybe. I wouldn't call them a slum, but that they are just a group that has chosen to be, I do not want to be in an area that is big and like that. I want more laid back and in the country. So they're just country living.
I feel like they work in a lot of them work in Canterlot, but they can't afford.
Well, I like the idea though that Celestia goes, okay, my student, I'm throwing you to the slums.
Yes.
Make friends.
It's like, no, don't make me. They don't have plumbing down there.
Well, like the technology level is like turn of the 19th century. So it's like 1900s, like
and they're still
Roosevelt, early Roosevelt.
And because Sartor just mentioned something about holidays, I believe for the Summer Sun celebration, they came down to Ponyville. If it's the slums, why would the princess come down specifically for that one?
Well, she came down there because they were like, it's kind of like the Olympics where each town applies for it 10 years ahead of time. And she's like, oh, that's why she sent her student. That's why she sent her student down there in the first place, to try to clean it up a little bit so it wouldn't disgust her as much when she showed up. Exactly.
So you know that infamous photo of the Beijing Olympics of that one ski jump in the middle of an industrial wasteland? So you're saying the Ponyville is that one ski jump in the industrial wasteland?
Ponyville is the crap Canterlot didn't want.
Wait,
that's what
is it that, or is it the Sochi Olympics where you've got stray dogs wandering through the hotel rooms?
Well, also the majority, I think it's primarily seen as a earth pony village.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So if you're, I think they're trying to split it up as like the Pegasi in general have their big cloud cities and their big pillars, kind of that that Greek maybe type architecture, and that the unicorns are more about the regality and the poshness of it. But the earth ponies they don't want that, so why would they?
They want to shit in a hole. Instead of have plumbing.
Where have they shown them shitting in a hole?
They have outhouses.
The only indoor plumbing I have seen in that entire show is at the spa, and that is filled with leaky pipes.
Yeah. Well, there was that one.
Because it's the slum spa.
But the only other one wasn't in their town.
No, the other one was just outside Applejack's place. Granny went to use it.
Okay. Well, that is their personal one. So Applejack is fine because she just likes shit in a hole.
Yeah.
That's just part of her character. But when the Appaloosa had one, and that was a little different. But I wouldn't consider it a slum, but also when you're playing with cartoons, they're not going to be like, okay, kids, do you want to talk about poverty?
Yay!
Let's go to Ponyville, where poverty reigns.
Povertyville.
They have to use straw for their roofs. It's sad.
There's plenty of English villages that use straw.
Only
for
when they're
roofs.
trying to like maintain some historical presence.
It's a hay burger because
trying to
that's
kill
the
it
only
now.
food they can afford.
They're eating their roofs.
Okay,
I'm eating my lawn because I'm starving.
it would only be
grass, not hay.
It would only be a slum if they maybe had some parents that were gone and then they just left their child all there by alone.
But those are Australians.
Or Scootaloo.
Yes. Yeah, it's just Scootaloo where they just abandoned their child to the town.
Yeah, they were all they OD'd.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they actually do have parents now. Damn it. That would have been a fun backstory. Like
No, that was
parents
Applejack's parents that OD'd.
They OD'd?
Yeah.
On what?
Oh, they died.
No, we already covered how Applejack's parents died. We did it in the fanfic.
Oh yeah, they died in the shitter.
Yeah, they died. They died in the poop hole.
They fell into the poop hole.
Yeah, see, it's good. Remember, we read that.
Yes.
It was at Cider Fest last year.
That's
I made him.
canon now.
I made him read it, and he started crying. I made him play Granny Smith, and he was reading it out loud. And as he was reading it, he stopped reading and just started laughing because he knew why I gave him the story.
Because he's evil.
There is historical precedent for that. There was a massive conference in Europe.
Oh yeah.
In the big cathedral where the floor gave out into the latrine, and hundreds of royals drowned in shit.
Oh yeah.
It happens
Yeah.
all the time.
Sometimes God works in mysterious ways.
And sometimes shit. Shit happens.
That's where the quote came from.
Yeah.
Anyways, so thank you, Michael, for that.
Yes, thank
revelation.
you, Michael.
Yes,
we went from superheroes to
Horses.
like slummy ponies.
Slum ponies.
poor horses.
Yeah. So for the next section here, we have some normal trivia because John decided to make the last one a joke. So
Cheese is serious.
is this a serious?
How
serious?
much cheese did we just eat?
Did we eat? Oh, we had pizza.
We had pizza and we had just cheese that we
It was
scraped.
definitely cream cheese. They said it was artichoke dip. It was definitely just cream cheese dip.
We found one artichoke in that.
There was
was
one
some-
solitary
cheese.
artichoke.
There was
cheese.
chives or something. It worked. So that was good. For this game, it's 2-second trivia. So they have 2 seconds to answer the question. It is a real trivia question with a real answer. And I'm going to hit a button and it will play a sound after 2 seconds. And that sound identifies that their time is up, though that has not stopped them from continuing.
This used to be 3-second trivia.
No, it's always been 2 seconds. Don't lie. And so there's a point structure, but the whole idea is they have to try to answer whatever they say is a win, whether it's right or not.
It's 1 point.
Yeah, but we never kept track of points.
No, I always kept track and I always lost.
Yeah, because they give you the hard ones. And this time I kind of do, especially this first one. So, John, I have your first question. You ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
The French word for tomato used to be pomme d'amour. What is it translated into?
Apple of love.
Yes, actually.
That's French.
I was
Well,
going to say I could have also done that
actually
because
it's-
that's literally just French.
Yes.
Actually,
Pomme d'amour.
it's love apple.
Yes.
That's called
You said apple of love.
amore.
Day is of.
So
I'm going to trust this
there's-
Palm
random
is
source.
apple.
Palm is
Day
apple.
is of. Amor is love.
Well, it's like me and amore.
All right.
It's my love.
Well, okay, John. Well, John, like I said,
It's like pomme de terre.
You said that was hard, Argo. Why are
Pomme
you giving
de
him points?
terre is a potato.
I told you at the beginning.
It's a dirt apple.
Oh, it is
No,
a dirt
I told
apple.
you with this game we're just doing 1 point for anything you say, so that you know you got it right.
What?
I said this before we started.
Ah,
What did you do?
that hurts. That's one of the first questions I've actually gotten right. That was my question.
Stole it from you.
And
Okay,
great,
okay.
you said something.
All right, John, you get 1 point plus 1 pity point.
See, I will count them for you.
I like pity points.
I'll accept your
points.
pity
I just want to win.
once.
All right.
Just once.
Well, anyways, Kyle, I have your first question. Ready? All right. What was Destiny Child originally called?
My love.
My love? Is this like the apple?
No.
Oh, okay.
Destiny's Child is my love.
No, I put. I did spell it right. I thought I messed it up. Anyways, it was Girls' Time, but time was with a TYME. This was like the 90s,
like the herb.
Oh no!
Yeah.
When did they think that was appropriate?
No, that's probably
that
why
makes
they.
sense, actually, yeah.
That's why they. I love how they changed it from Girls' Time to Destiny's Child. Like they actually degraded in age.
See, I was born in the 90s, so this was definitely a trick question. So.
Yeah, Dewey is older than you.
He is.
Actually, okay,
Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle
I
is older than
forgot.
me.
We actually started. That was the conversation before the podcast. We had a very long conversation about Malcolm in the Middle.
It was like 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was a fun one though.
That show's crazy.
I just see cream floating inside it right now.
You could probably toss cider with
Berries
the
and
cream.
cream.
Yeah.
I want a moo.
But Michael, I have your question. So right now, John is winning with 2 points.
Yay!
So
Oh no.
Pity points for the
I'm
win.
Stop pity pointing.
So Michael, I at least some of your questions I went kind of older on because you. So
Wow.
So your first question: which part of his body did Charlie Chaplin insure?
His legs.
You got to give it.
Oh no, he's generalizing. He could have said his body.
What part of his legs?
His shins.
It's his feet.
Ah, that was my first
He
thought.
insured them for $150,000 in the 1930s.
Do you want to know why?
Because the big shoes.
Because the potatoes?
No, it was because he was worried that in that scene where he had the falling house, like, you know, the window
Oh,
where,
that's
it
an
fell in,
amazing scene, though.
where it fell over the top of him, he was worried that he would lose his feet.
That was Charlie
would've-
Chaplin? I thought that was Buster Keaton.
No, I'm lying. I have no idea.
Oh, okay. You know what? I was going to say that didn't make sense, but I know that shot, and that is a fantastic
It is Buster.
shot.
It is Buster Keaton. I'm
because
lying.
you don't have computer graphics, and that could have went wrong.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why that shot's famous because
Yeah,
it could have gone
it-
very wrong.
yeah.
If you haven't looked that up, it's like what from like probably the 1930s. It's a shot of a house falling over, and there's a window, and it falls. He falls over, and he goes through the window as it hits the ground, and there's no computer graphics.
You need perfect blocking.
Yeah, that was.
Well, I can't
was
remember.
nuts.
I can't remember what the initial story about it was, but I think they felled that specific wall 5 or 8 times and then chalked it every single time, and then measured his height and then made sure it wouldn't kill him.
That's how he got famous, because he's the third actor. And he's the one who lived.
Buster Keaton's the one that got right.
But he stayed mad calm through that whole thing too. I would have been like, give me a diaper because I'm definitely going to be crapping my pants as this is happening.
His whole
if you
thing
flinch,
was just
it could kill
being
you.
dead-faced. Like he was riding on the front of a moving train.
There was a lot of crazy things. Well,
Yeah, we only
some
know
of
the ones
those
that survived.
were in-camera tricks, but some of those were not.
I watched a video about like old ways for doing camera effects.
Yeah.
And some of them were crazy, the ways that they were able to utilize special effects back then. But just on film in like the 30s, it was crazy.
So like Buster Keaton was always the guy who did the actual stunts. Charlie Chaplin
Directed and owned the movies.
Yeah, but he also did his stunts. Like every single stunt you've seen Charlie Chaplin do that looked like it was dangerous, it was all actual, very, very well put together blocking shots. And it's almost every single one. I think there's only 2 where he was actually doing something in real life. But like the one where he's like on the beam going from back and forth, it's all blocked shots, along with the one where he's like doing roller
Playing
skates.
with the giant balloon
Playing
in
the
the
giant
world.
balloon, and he's also doing the roller skates towards the downstairs area. Like all of it was in panel, like painted vignettes, and it was masterfully done. Like he was the father of cinema, definitely.
yeah, he did the original girlfriend meme. The one where like you look backward. It is crazy that it is literally copy paste to the actual meme. But from that, oh my god, whatever.
He also did the Dancing with Potatoes.
Okay, yeah, we've been talking about Charlie Chaplin for like 5 minutes here. So
he's a
all right,
legend.
John, I got your next question.
You skip Mike.
You're right. No, I already did.
Yeah, with the whole legs thing.
That was
Slash
his question.
Feet.
It wasn't
All
your
right,
question.
Feet.
It was feet.
All right, John, your question. What was Superman's birth name?
Kal-El.
I thought you might get that one.
That's an easy one.
That
That's
was
a
a
comic
very
book.
I have to give him the question so that he'll shut up and we can stop doing trivia.
it was Wonder Woman who went, "Hello, no."
Martha.
But like, what's her name? What's the actress?
Martha.
What's the actress's name? Gal Gadot. She cannot speak.
Martha.
She cannot speak English.
I don't get.
So she's given the line. She's like, no.
I don't get the reference, but I like that John just keeps saying Martha.
It's from the Batman Superman movie.
Which is embarrassing. It's very embarrassing.
Yeah, it's a really dumb reference, and if you don't get it, you're lucky.
Your mom's name is the same as mine. That means I can't kill you.
It's like he's like ready to kill him. He's just
So
like
bad.
Martha. Like
Why are you saying that name?
It's like you could literally.
You're killing Martha. Shut up. Let's be friends.
Batman vs Superman.
You know what?
One
I
of the
feel like I
worst
need to see
films
this
of all
movie.
time.
I
It's
take
so
it back.
bad.
I
Is
take
that like
it
a
back.
movie night movie?
It kind of is.
Okay.
The movie is so long. All of his goddamn movies are so long and they're so garbage.
Zack Snyder?
Snyder should not direct Superman.
he
Batman,
should.
yes.
Batman, yes. Superman, no.
Well, okay, I don't like the direction of Superman, but I can't remember the name. Who's the actor that does Superman again?
Witcher.
Yeah, the same guy that does The Witcher. Him, I love. And he
he's just a
is
nerd.
literally just like,
a nerd.
if you were to chisel out of stone what you thought was Superman was, it would be him. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's perfect for the role. I just feel the writing didn't work for him.
The writing is bad.
The writing is bad, but his bodybuilding team. Like, have you seen him before? He did his transformation.
No.
He looks completely different. Like his jawline looks almost different.
Oh, well, he's just a chiseled man.
Like
He's
but the thing is, he kept it up.
I'm straight,
Like,
but
it was
that
amazing.
man is nice.
That jawline could cut glass.
All right, well, Kyle, I have your question.
Okay.
Which ailment did people believe could be cured by pumpkins?
Tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis.
Yes. You go up into the mountains and you huff pumpkins.
Why is it? Wait, only pumpkins from the mountains?
So to this day, pumpkin spice is put into everything to cure the horrible tuberculosis.
Kyle, how do you huff a pumpkin?
Well, you put a hole in it. You start a
Oh
fire.
no,
in that
that's a
hole.
different story.
So, pumpkin bongs.
Yes.
You put a hole in the pumpkin, you stick it in the microwave for 30 seconds.
I didn't need another beer,
Yeah,
but now I
huff
did.
it.
Yes, that's where I was going.
Okay. No. It is. It close though. Actually, you were very close. Freckles.
I'm making what?
Yes, that terrible ailment of freckles. Good thing that now in these modern ages we've been able to overcome.
Yes.
such
Freckles are the precursor to tuberculosis.
So wait.
Oh no, sir! I see a freckle on your face. You are condemned.
God, it's like the Irish were condemned forever.
No, don't worry, it's not freckles. It's only leprosy.
No,
The life of Brian leprosy is too bad.
So I'm a redhead, and I like right now I'm doing pretty good. But like if I start tanning, I just become freckle everywhere. Like I tan more from the freckles buildup than I do from actual tanning.
you actually don't have that bad of freckles.
No, but if I tan,
Like I say, like it's something else.
no, when I'm tanning, when I tan, they pop up.
That's a very straight thing to say to another straight man.
Thank you for appreciating my
You're
friend.
not very freckled.
No, yeah, well, him, yeah.
Yeah. Like I see one freckle.
Okay, this is getting weird. Michael, I have your question.
What?
All right. What does the English word Gardyloo mean?
It means pants.
I mean, close enough.
No, I had to put English word because Gardyloo is an actual word.
Yeah.
But there is no reason for us to ever use it anymore. It is a warning cry given before throwing dirty water from a window. So when you're going to throw your poop from the window, you go, Gardyloo!
Wait, he gets Superman questions. I get thrown poop questions.
wait.
No, and today we say, the whiz!
The whiz.
Wait, John, did you laugh because of the word or the context before, or did you laugh because you thought of that joke?
A little comment.
I'm thinking about all of them.
Both.
All of them. I think, could you imagine being on the side of the street? Like, that must have secured Gardyloo in the PTSD Hall of Fame. Like, there's somebody out there who's now dead who Gardyloo literally struck a panic attack into them.
Now I'm just imagining someone in Times Square of New York just opening a window, yelling Gardyloo and throwing a piss bucket out the window.
Well,
Why did they do that to begin with?
Yeah, I want to know
Because
where
there was no indoor plumbing.
Well, no,
Well,
but,
you just pour it. Why do you throw it? It's aggressive.
but why did
It's
the words?
aggressive
You
piss.
don't want it on your building. You want
it's-
it in the gutter.
What's
the middle of the
aggressive
road.
piss?
I want to see like the sheriff is standing upon the high thing with the big scrolls like after today anybody throwing piss from window shall yell Gardyloo. And they're like, what the hell's a Gardyloo?
On the count of 3, we shall not on the count of 2, no 4. Gardyloo.
Gardyloo Leviosa.
I do remember hearing a
Oh
thing
no, that's floating piss. I didn't know I said that.
where it was actually appropriate for men to always, when we were walking with a woman down a sidewalk, to always stand on the inner part of the sidewalk, just in case somebody threw crap out their window, it would hit them instead of the woman they were walking with.
No, the man walks on the outside, so both crap and being splashed by a carrot.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He meant the woman on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gardyloo was spelled because I see Sir Edward spelled it.
Gardyloo.
It was Gardyloo. I was going to say 0. Gardy and then Lou.
So it's kind of like guard against the Lou.
Actually, maybe. It probably meant that, but then they just kind of slurred it together because they, inbred or whatever.
They're also English.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it was English, not like American English.
No, definitely.
Not freedom words.
Definitely. Americans don't
Well,
toss out windows.
Was there a point in actually America where we were throwing crap out windows?
No, there was not. We are civilized people.
We had outhouses.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
but back then they didn't have indoor plumbing, so.
What's that?
Our building, when our buildings were tall enough to require throwing shit out the windows, we installed toilets.
Yeah. What is?
Probably evaporated.
Isn't there a
right now.
nematode that goes through like the ground near outhouses?
Tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis.
No, what's the
Piss freckles.
Yes, you have the freckles.
Piss freckles.
Comes from being piss thrown on you.
typhoid? That's what I was thinking of. Typhus.
Yes. Typhus.
All right. Thinking of typhus, John, I have your question.
Ooh, typhus.
So your next question: which show is the highest grossing production on Broadway ever?
Cats.
If he hisses.
I knew you said Cats because it's popular, and then you thought about it, and you're like, it's probably not it.
Well, it'd be too obvious.
Cats isn't popular. Cats is
It's popular.
What's the definition
you know
of
what?
vilified popular?
I kind of want to do this now. So so John got it wrong. I mean, he said a word, but it's not right. So what do you think?
Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the. I wish. Have you ever seen it live? The Broadway
Yes,
show.
I have.
So good.
I saw it where they had the chandelier actually come out of the ceiling and everything.
Yes.
And I say,
I saw it in New York.
They had it in Minneapolis here. The Broadway production came to Minneapolis.
Oh, that's fantastic!
so
I saw it in New York in the Broadway theater.
Yeah, shut up, Michael. We're talking. So no, it was no.
Shut up, Kentucky!
No,
I wasn't even
the
talking.
music. The music was so good. I had we had a row. We weren't the front row, but like there was a walkway in front of us. We had infinite legroom, and we were off to the side. But oh my god, it was so good! I want to go see it
boners,
again.
right?
I know it's
What?
The Andrew Lloyd Webber's music, so
Yes.
good. Anyway, okay, Michael, you're allowed to talk again.
I would have guessed Phantom of the Opera too, but since I was wrong.
Wait, there's a sequel?
Yes. I'm going to go with The Rent.
No,
No?
I wouldn't have thought it, but then it kind of maybe would. The Lion King.
Yeah.
What?
It
Because
was
it's
very
Disney.
popular.
What about
It was
Toy
very
Story?
popular.
They probably charged a lot more
Musical
for it.
on Broadway?
No.
Yes, Toy Story
Toy
the
Story is-
musical. No,
Yes.
Toy Story on Ice.
Toy Story on Ice.
That's not on Broadway.
A popular Broadway hit.
I mean, they have indoor areas in Broadway. They can do ice or
How do
something.
you do an ice rink on Broadway?
You make a building into an ice rink.
Just get the hose and turn down the temperature.
But it goes in the orchestra pit. You drown
That's
the
fine.
oboes.
No, the oboes are knees up. That's where the ice ends.
And make sure they don't leave. They're frozen in place.
No, I've heard a lot about the Lion King one, and it kind of makes sense, I guess. But it's probably if you charge more, you get more.
I just
don't
want
know.
to say,
Disney.
Les Mis has a better plot, but Phantom has better music.
It does.
I
does.
have seen the Phantom of the Opera 2000 version, I think like 30 times because I'll just play in the background. just the music from there is, I don't care about the video. The video is good too, but the music, I could sing like 3 or 4 of those songs off the top of my head.
You know,
some of them are just.
You know which version of the Phantom of the Opera I've seen? None of them.
Yeah, because you're a bad person.
I think Hamlet was fantastic, but yes,
The musical?
Yeah, Hamlet the musical.
That's almost worse.
Answer my question, Argo.
That's almost worse than Hamlet.
No, we don't get an explanation. This is over.
I love how Kyle brings up something and then tries to abandon ship.
I mean, tomorrow I'm seeing the story of Amleth, but Hamlet the musical.
Okay, so
Sings about his ghost dad.
so Kyle, yes, I have your next question.
Ear poison.
What is the loudest animal on Earth?
The Zanzibar.
That's
That's a country.
No, it's an animal.
Okay, what kind of animal is this? Can you explain to me what a Zanzibar is?
So
Is it a monkey? Is it a
No,
nematode?
no.
Is it a whale?
No,
Is it a fish?
No,
Is it a...
all of every single thing you said was wrong. It's actually a small hamster-like animal.
Hyrax?
That's its vocal cords make up 3/4 of its length, the length of its body.
So is it related to an elephant?
So you're saying this small thing is louder than an elephant?
Because the Hyrax is the...
It basically
would
is
have guessed the howler
it's a little
monkey.
hamster-shaped microphone.
Okay,
whale.
for one thing, so I was thinking
a
about.
whale.
no, it is
I
not.
wanted to actually make a question about guinea pigs because you have the two little.
Sure, they're
adorable-
very loud. It's true.
Yeah, you have the 2 little adorable guinea pigs now.
Hamish is the loudest.
Yes, Hamish and what was it? Titus.
Hamish,
Your
Titus.
He's got guinea pigs now. Well, that's actually been like a month now.
2 months.
Wait, so
2 months? Oh my god.
for a while you were calling Titus Hermes. Have you given up on that?
No, it was always Titus.
Yeah, but...
It was Hermes and Titus, but I changed Hermes to Hamish.
Oh, so...
I like
The
Hamish.
brown one
One
is
of them-
Hamish.
Okay.
But so between you two, do you think what is the loudest animal on Earth?
I want to guess the howler monkey, but he's probably right.
I'm saying whale.
John's got it right. Or, you're right. Yeah, it is the sperm whale specifically, and which makes sense because you don't think of it as sound, but
That's why I didn't
sound
say
travels
which
through water.
It does travel.
I
Well,
feel
yes.
like they're
What-
cheating because it's a different medium.
What is the loudest? Well, no, because sound through water is
Decibels
still
in
sound.
water is different.
It might be, but they. Shut up, Kyle. Science.
I'm on a roll!
All right. So, Michael, I have your next question.
Oh, no.
Fuck you.
Is it?
Well, I'm going to get it wrong.
No, I actually think you might get it right. But so far, John's kicking ass, so you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I gave him easy ones, but
Yeah,
Oh,
he did.
He did.
what is the highest grossing holiday movie of all time?
The Santa Claus.
No.
The Christmas Story.
Elf?
No.
Really?
No. Elf is number, I think, 6.
Oh,
It-
wait a minute.
Die Hard is not on there. I think you guys can eventually get this.
It's the every time a bell rings, angel.
No, that one
No,
bombed.
no. It's not.
No, that
possible.
one.
That one bombed
no,
originally
because
in theaters.
that one because this is not adjusted for inflation.
It wouldn't be 1970s.
Jingle all the way.
Nope.
It would.
The Grinch?
It wouldn't be.
John got
Wait,
it.
which
Oh.
one?
Oh.
Jim
Which one?
Carrey or original?
Jim Carrey's is number 1. Number 3 is the cartoon.
Really?
The good one is number 3.
I would have said A Christmas Story in
what is number?
1970.
But for many years, another movie took that first slot, and The Grinch only overtook it recently because it was from 2018.
Was it A Christmas Story?
What was the other one?
A Christmas Story?
No.
It's
Really?
2008.
Muppets Christmas Carol.
I wish, but no.
Yes. Heck.
Oh God!
I looked up a lot of
what
backstory on some of
What
these.
could beat Jim
well, it's
Carrey?
not-
When you hear it, you're gonna. I bet you're all gonna say, "Oh,
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Nope.
Frosty the Snowman?
nope."
No, because those wouldn't have been in theaters.
Yeah, it's not going to be Scrooged. Cause
No.
Well, there's like 10 different versions of A Christmas Carol. Oh,
I'm just trying to think of my
National
story.
Lampoon.
Nope. Now, Sir Edward says Nightmare Before Christmas. Nope.
No, that wasn't
all
a
it-
Christmas.
I couldn't see that being the highest grossing in terms of highest quality. It's up there, but not highest grossing.
and you said it's not National Lampoons.
Yeah.
Frick. So wait, Christmas Story isn't, or Christmas movies as in like something that's about Christmas, or
Well,
in the
the
that was
que-
released in the time frame of
Not
Christmas.
Die Hard.
The question was for holiday,
Home Alone?
but it is Christmas.
Home
Is it
Alone.
Home
It is
Alone?
Christmas.
It is Home Alone.
Oh, about to say
Okay.
Home
Home
Okay,
Alone, yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, because when you hear it, you're like, oh yeah, because that is
So
a Christmas movie. But
I was
yes,
holding off on Home Alone because that's not
So-
a Christmas movie.
It happens around
It
Christmas.
happens around
It's
Christmas.
Die Hard level Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
It's as much of a Christmas movie as Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
So Home Alone held the top spot. It came out in 1990.
Yep.
That movie dominated the top of the chart for decades.
Wait,
Macaulay Culkin was a
Macaulay
beautiful man back in
Culkin
those days. Nice
took it
ugly.
from the Grinch, and then the Grinch took it back.
Essentially.
It depends. When did The Grinch come out?
That was
You said 2018.
No,
No, the original one? That's got to be
the
60s.
original animated version was like
No,
59.
that was well before the 60s.
Was that Vincent Price?
It was
or was that Bela Lugosi?
It was. I thought it was 59.
that was Chuck Jones.
No, who was the voice, the narrator?
I don't know. I know who the director was. I don't know who the voice was.
Because
both very
the
good.
voice of the original Grinch was one of those old horror, like the ancient horror movies.
When I like Home Alone, but Jim Carrey's Grinch was a great movie.
Yeah.
Like he
really did.
I know the one scene where he went and pulled the cloth from the items on the table.
And
it was meant to be that he was going to throw it on the table, but he actually pulled it perfectly. And so he just turned around and just threw it all around. Like, that scene is so good. And to know that it was improv because he did it too perfectly is just improv is so good.
It was a screen adaptation to a television special, which was that Grinch.
The original.
The original Grinch was 1966.
I remembered seeing 60. I thought I was going to say 60.
The
That's
book.
later than
The
I
book
thought.
was 1958.
yeah.
Okay.
That's so
That was actually
Seuss.
that was actually newer than I thought it was.
Seuss is
Actually, so did I
a
actually.
classic. I mean,
Yes.
his World War II stuff was definitely racist, but a lot of classic stuff is.
That is accurate.
That's why it's classic.
No.
Yeah, that's not why.
That's why it's.
It's old. That's why it's classic.
Yes. But it's old. That's why it's racist.
I'm really enjoying how these questions are going. So I actually have extra questions if we want to just go into those. Because
I like winning, please.
I'm
Give him more.
Okay,
And this is the first time I've
Ask him what Homer's.
I have
Homer's wife's
the next
name is.
question. I'm gonna let's take a guess here.
Like
so the next question, I would say that John probably can get it right. What do you guys think? I'm not gonna give you the
Well,
question.
you've been giving him like
I mean,
freebies.
he does trivia for real.
I think he can get this one.
I believe in him.
I don't believe in him.
I
I
believe in
turned down my trivia group to be here tonight.
Okay, nifty.
I don't believe in you, John.
So I'm giving you an extra question. So John, do you think you can get this one?
No, but give it to me.
No, I think you can.
Give it to me.
What was the profession of Charlie Brown's father?
He was a mailman.
Was he a male or a man?
Man.
No, he was male, and he was a man.
Actually, so the trivia that I was pulling this from had multiple options to choose from, and mailman was one of them, but it is not the correct answer.
I feel
So as
I
a
re-
hint, and it might be kind of a hint,
wanna
the
s-
original writer for the comics, this was the profession of his father.
Charles Schultz's dad.
Yeah.
Is he a musician? I'm asking.
Well,
Is that the
Well, no,
Charlie
because
Brown's dad?
That's
I'm
Michael's
gonna, I'm going to
guess.
say,
Yeah.
okay, if
That's
it's
my-
a musician, then
Okay, so
Yeah.
now Kyle's guess.
Close, apparently.
so. Whenever I was as a kid growing up, I remember reading all the comics and everything. I always figured that he was he was kind of like
You never see the dad.
I know, but I feel like I remember him being like an accountant or like an office rat.
Okay, do you remember that Charlie Brown is definitely looking like he's from a very downtrodden family, and that sounds like money.
Well, in the 80s, no.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah, yeah.
80s.
I'm gonna guess by your reaction to my thing is that he's a music
Brown is
teacher.
from the
Future, no.
like the
The 50s?
No, because he didn't go wah, wah, wah. No, so Charlie Brown's father was.
He wasn't a cobbler, was he?
No, he was,
What heritage? Oh,
no,
do
he
you
was
think it
a
is?
he was a barber.
Oh, a barber.
And yeah, no, but it was Charles Schultz's actual father was also a barber.
Okay. I don't remember Charlie Brown being like super. Well, I guess I maybe saw a lot of the
hair.
later comics, but like Charlie Brown never seemed terribly like downtrodden.
Oh,
No, look at him. He's balding at the age of 8.
Yeah,
He's a tiny child.
that's from drinking lead in your water.
The
Yeah, that has
first
nothing to do with
Peanuts comic
baldness.
is the best out of all of them. Just, here comes good old Charlie Brown.
Yes.
Hey there, good old Charlie Brown. Bye, good old Charlie Brown. How I hate him.
The very first Charlie Brown comic.
Because we can all relate to Charlie Brown.
Everybody can.
All right, so Kyle.
Little red hair.
Oh, we're doing more.
No, I did John's fourth
Oh,
question.
I see. We're doing another round.
We've been having a good round, so I'm letting it go. I built up a lot of extra just in case. So, Kyle, this one, I think, actually, I don't think Kyle's going to get this one.
Wait, so the question is Kyle going to get this one right?
I don't believe in me.
I believe in Kyle.
I don't even believe in like the fact that we're in existence. We're in the Matrix right now, so I don't believe in anything.
Oh, yeah, John gave us the red pill earlier. So, Kyle, your question, what does karaoke mean in Japanese?
Sing song.
No. So, it's two parts, a kari and then oki. So, does anybody else have a guess?
On stage.
Karaoke.
Read the line.
Oh, I thought you were going to have me read it again. No,
does it mean performance?
No. Actually, when you hear it, it kind of makes sense.
Okay.
It is empty orchestra.
That does not make sense.
No, it does. No, it does.
It does. It makes sense.
A
I believe kara means empty, and then oki means orchestra.
Well, it would make more sense if it was empty choir pit.
Karaoke.
Well, yeah, but if you put pit in there, that might be a little weird. So,
empty choir.
all right.
I suppose
Michael.
It makes sense, yeah.
Yes.
Michael, I have your next question. What do you-
I'm ready to
Kyle.
get it wrong.
Kyle, is Michael going to get it right or wrong?
I'm going to get it wrong.
even Michael's like
Yeah.
going against. Well, you went against yourself too. What do you think, John?
I want to be an optimist. I'm not, but I want to be, so I'm going to say right.
Okay, yeah, I can guarantee you he's going to get this wrong.
Okay.
Okay, Michael, your question. What did Albert Einstein win the Nobel Prize for in 1921?
Applied physics.
What are applied physics? Like, compared to normal physics, what are applied physics?
It's when you apply
It's when
it.
you apply physics.
It's when you use it.
When you use it.
There's
Engineering.
theoretical
Yeah.
and there's apply.
Yes, there's only two kinds of physics.
So there-
why are you laughing?
There's gravity 9.8.
There's when you
and then there's also
theoretically
dropping
come
out.
up with something.
It's
and then
like,
you
here's
apply
a
it.
GPS and here's twin paradox.
So I scrolled chat down because Sir Edward actually got it right, but I'm going to let you guys try to pick it. So Kyle and...
Well, he's looking at the chat.
No,
so
I
he
scrolled
knows.
it down.
He scrolled
You
down.
can't- I scrolled it down.
Yeah,
because
you
Sir
already
Edward-
got a smile on your face.
Good.
You know.
It's not literature.
So we have a couple of people that are watching live, and Sir Edward's watching live, and he actually answered it correctly, which is good on you, Edward. That's like some good history knowledge. But you don't count. You got it wrong. So what do you
So
guys
he's in
think?
1921?
1921. And I actually had to context this because it makes it interesting.
I don't trust
I think-
Kyle's answer.
So to be perfectly honest,
This
Edison
was
did it
when he
for
was with his
Edison.
first wife.
Wait, why does that make a difference?
He-
the Nobel Prize depends on who's married.
I'm trying to
Trying
remember.
to place it in the period of
I-
history because E equals MC squared is well after this.
Yeah, well, I think around
kind of.
around that point, he was also working on the gravitational pull of planets on each other. So it might be the differential planetary gravital. No.
Just keep going. Good.
I can tell you right now that the direction you're going is wrong.
Okay.
I'm just going to go basic special relativity.
Nope. So
He's a poet.
and so Sir Edward got it right. Photoelectric effect.
Okay.
So that is super cool that you actually
Photoelectric
really
effect.
get that right. So and so the reason is it is the phenomenon in which electrically charged particles are released from or within a material when it absorbs electromagnetic radiation, which sounds weird because you think like, well, why aren't they just like giving him it for E equals MC squared? Back then, it was super controversial. So they couldn't give anybody a Nobel Prize for something because everybody was thinking like, this can't be real. It wasn't until that eclipse that they really could prove it. Since it was so controversial, they they instead gave it to him for the photoelectric effect. So he was doing a lot of really cool things, but it was nobody would believe it enough to where they would be given credibility. There was one I read. I think it was him. No, it was a different science one, but it was Stephen Hawking and a different guy that ended up like there's this whole theory about something, and they're like what award did they win for this? And he was like second place in some gravitational fair, some like super small thing in 1968, and for this big theory about proving that time had a beginning. Yeah. Like, which seems big. Oh. And they got second place, and they split the $300 reward.
They're just like, hey, let's have a coffee. Get down at the California Starbucks.
It's $300. You can get a cup of coffee.
$300.
That's two cups of coffee.
That's a nice meal.
Two cups of black coffee.
$300 in 1968. Maybe. It's $1968.
Oh, yeah.
That $300, you're looking at probably well over a grand.
You're buying a round for the bar with that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, but
not Stephen Hawking, though.
Wait, Stephen Hawking, you're saying wouldn't buy a round?
He already has 2 rounds. He has 2 wheels.
Oh my God! Oh no, he's in the ground, Kyle.
He's dead.
But just because he's dead, I can't make a joke.
You can't make. Well, Einstein is dead. We can make a joke about him.
But not Stephen Hawking.
Well, no, Stephen Hawking's cool.
Is it too soon? Too soon?
He's crippled.
9/11 too soon?
What?
Argo.
Kyle, shut up.
Oh, that's right.
All right. So
that's right. 9/11. I forgot.
So that will be it for our podcast questions. Our trivia questions. Those were a lot of fun. That spawned a lot of discussion. So, so we do have some audience questions. I kind of asked a little late, actually. It was about 4.5 hours ago. I actually asked for audience questions, but I did get a couple.
And we got people in chat.
Yes, and we do have some people in chat here, which actually I think Nolan just added one here. So I'll go through what we can. We have about, I think, like 15, 20 minutes. Michael is using the bathroom and making noises. Apparently, when he uses the bathroom, he makes explosions.
We heard.
So, did you drop a bowling ball?
No, there was a depth charge.
It's very dark in there.
Did you trip?
All right, so
you live here.
that is not the laugh I want to hear after dropping something in the bathroom. All right, so Nolan asks a question here: what kitchen utensils would you swap your hands with?
Oh God,
tongs. If I had to, tongs.
One would be a nice Japanese sushi knife.
He didn't say that they had to both be the same. So,
and then another one would probably be a meat fork.
I mean, there's different types of fork. Why a meat fork? Well, is it like the two-prong thing?
If I have no hands, I can't play video games. I can't do anything neat. I'm going to be barbecuing for the rest of my life.
Well, no, you can, like with the two-prong thing, you can, okay, for one, you can.
I got a Japanese knife and a meat prong.
You pay anybody enough, they will make you something that works.
Yes.
No, but he's got a knife. He can make anyone.
Yeah, exactly. A nice Japanese knife.
A Ginsu knife. It can cut through a can and then a tomato.
I wanted to cheat and being
terrifying.
What could I add that's like an attachment? Or something like I just want like the end of a Saigon wrench, but that's not a kitchen utensil.
No.
I'd have to say that one of them would have to be something tong-like because I need to be able to grab something.
Coward.
But I feel like at that point I could probably get anything to work in there to a degree.
An electric turkey carver.
It depends.
Actually, can it be powered? Could I have like a food processor on the end of my hand?
You got a blender on one hand.
No, a food processor is different.
A juicer.
A juicer on one hand.
A juicer on one hand and a bread maker on the other.
And a proofing oven on my left hand. I got the juicer on my right.
My left arm is just a refrigerator. Fuck it.
All right. We're gonna need floor refrigerators.
Full microwave. Just open the door and cancer for everyone.
We're talking about like trying to make food. Now you're murdering people.
No, I
that
like it.
degraded in literally 45 seconds.
That's a superpower. I like it.
A microwave hand man.
Michael.
I just want a claw hammer and a flathead screwdriver.
That's not
are those kitchen utensils?
Because if you don't have a can opener, that's how you get cans open.
That's when you don't have a kitchen.
No, you have a kitchen. You just don't have a can opener.
Okay, Michael,
I did this for a year.
Michael,
they're kitchen utensils.
Michael, we're going with standard kitchen utensils,
year?
not Michael.
Yes, I didn't have a can opener.
Yeah, we've covered this.
Michael's.
We have.
It's bad.
But like,
Like,
You
I
could
kept
buy it.
forgetting.
you could literally buy a bar of steel and then sharpen it to be better than a
No,
screwdriver.
like you would put it around with the flathead. You just bang out the corner edges, and then you'd open up your can.
No, you just use the back of the claw hammer.
You could. No, that's messy.
Michael, why don't you just want a can
You're
opener?
pounding a screwdriver into a can of beans.
It worked.
And you're complaining that it's gonna be messy.
I refined it as an art.
Okay, so Michael, you wanted a screwdriver in one hand, right?
Yeah,
Why not a can opener?
because you gotta go to the store and remember to get one.
For your hand?
Yeah,
How are you going to use it? You have a screwdriver for a hand.
yeah, but it's like I don't need the can opener anymore. I have the screwdriver and the
What kind
hammer.
of screwdriver?
Flathead.
Flathead.
Yeah.
So you can't even use it for a
no,
Phillips.
no,
No. Well, I mean, if it's the right, it's small enough, maybe.
No.
it won't be small.
No, it's not going to be small enough.
It's
I mean,
never
wait, no,
small enough.
don't make fun of his manhood.
Wow.
It's a paint scraper.
You're just upset.
Some people
Ask him a question.
Some people have small screwdrivers. I apologize, Michael. I'm sorry I brought that up.
Some people have smaller flatheads than others.
All right.
I have the
So
largest.
Yes. So
Hey!
Yeah,
okay,
it's funny.
it's a funny joke. Thank you for stopping that, Kyle. So all right.
We've gone on for 4 minutes.
So-
So Button does.
Flutterkind asked the question, and I want to see what we kind of do with this one. If you made a pendulum by hanging a rock on a 2.75 meter string, what would be its period in seconds? Show your work. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that none of us can actually show.
it's a podcast. We can't.
My ex-wife.
Wait. Okay, for one, you haven't been married before, but two, that is probably closer to the answer. I was actually thinking of looking out the math beforehand, but then I realized I didn't care enough. So
What is Jamaica, Trebek?
In terms of radians.
Yes.
yeah, I was
It would
thinking,
definitely not be more than 45 radians.
for some reason I was thinking that was a trick question, but then when I thought about it, it probably would actually be the same no matter the distance based on weight. But he didn't give me a weight; he just gave me a distance, which means that there's also.
It's the wrong answer.
I'm going to go to the next
question.
I'm going to the next question, but I'm going to say ex-wife. Okay, so I don't care whose ex-wife.
My wife.
Everybody.
Anybody's ex-wife.
You put
they
them-
know.
you put
they
them-
know.
It's 2.75 meters. That's like 7-8 feet. No, that's
Yeah,
about
it's-
8 feet.
it's a long ways.
Yeah, you can fit just about any wife in there. Yeah,
2 meters.
As long as your wife is less than 8 feet, they can be a pendulum.
There's no way you can't.
But I wanted a basketball player wife.
Best woman.
You wanted a
So
best
less
no,
than 7 feet.
Michael. You just want a wife.
Yes, this is true.
I think we all do.
Okay, so
Not the same one.
I'm good. I have
we can
friends.
share. Sharing is
No.
caring.
Friends
No.
are not a substitute for a wife.
Well, it depends.
Big titty goth girlfriends do not share equally. They're sliced up very differently.
Really or
Why are you
figuratively?
slicing them?
They do it themselves.
Wait, is this with a screwdriver hand or? All right.
John got it.
All right. So Buzz Filming Phone asks, when you're having a bad day, what would you do to cheer yourself up?
Kill rats.
Okay. So
Okay.
Fermentide.
Wait.
Fermentide.
Oh, okay. Video.
Because I'm just
Video
imagining you in the
games.
basement just torturing rats.
I don't have a
for
face.
fun. Well, that doesn't make it better.
Yeah. So
I want to use a flail and just kill vermin.
no, it's to me.
Tired of them.
Yes.
My biggest like de-stressor is actually just this. It's just
Drinking.
no,
Alcohol.
no.
He said alcohol.
He did say alcohol.
No, not just drinking, but it's
There's
no.
There's layers.
Yes, there is. My alcoholism is like an onion. It's having a few drinks, but then just bullshitting. Because like if you're having a few drinks by yourself, that just is more depressing. But like we went to sociables and to a brewery this weekend. That to me is the biggest like brain reset because you have some drinks and then you just literally just bull crap for like 2 hours. That's all I need
to dig myself deeper into a hole. Just listening to Victor screaming, "I fight on to the last."
I think in general, doing video games and just hanging out with the bros is the best.
It's having people there to take you away from the world for a little bit.
If we had a perpetual Divinity 2 that never ended and content was always new, I think I would literally just implant my brain into a computer.
When Baldur's Gate comes out, we are going to destroy that game.
Baldur's Gate 3 comes out on 1.0. I will not live outside of my house.
We are going to stream that
all of those games,
we are going to stream that a ton.
I'm kind of stuck on the idea of you can only play this on Sundays.
No. So Baldur's Gate,
we should only play them together on stream.
Well, Baldur's Gate and Darktide.
So we stream on Sundays games, but Baldur's Gate is one of those that we are going to probably do more than Sunday.
So specifically, me and you have a good relationship within Divinity 2 because we played Divinity 2 before these two guys got into it.
We've both played
We've all played it twice.
We've all played it twice, but we played it first.
Me and Kyle played it through, I think, like 100 hours between me and you, but over a year.
And it was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had.
I still remember the one moment, I have it recorded, I opened up the money room. And I'm just like, oh, Kyle. And then like he comes over and it was just us making noises for like 30 seconds.
Yes, I remember.
Because we just found a big old pile of money. And then it was so much crap happened. We had some amazing moments because Baldur's Gate and Divinity are big RPG games that allow you to play and develop your character. And I'm not normally a fan of that type of thing, but we had so much bullshit.
The best point in any video game I've had retroactively, and this is a spoiler, so I'm just gonna say Candle Room. The Candle Room, when we did it, the four of us, and then I just said no. And then when Michael and I did it, and we actually saw the thing, and I saw what I said no to, that was an amazing experience.
Oh my God. I'm trying to remember the Candle Room.
I could not. Well, it's the Demon Lord in the Candle Room.
Okay.
With the end of that.
Putting out the candles, and I said, "Here's the first candle," and I said, "No."
Oh my God! Such amazing stuff.
There is amazing crap that happens.
The four of us, I said no, and you two were like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then someone else was playing that character and they said yes. And I got to see what I said no to.
It was so good.
That was an amazing scene.
God.
I know. I was so glad that I said no at the first point because I saw what it led into.
Yes,
it was the best.
I can see that too.
I would agree. It was the best scene in the entire game.
I get chills thinking about that.
We're just talking this like amazingly nuanced thing for Divinity, but
such a huge spoiler.
Just a side that we were talking about Divinity 2 Original Sin, and so me and Kyle played it completely through with each other, and where I played one character, Kyle played the other three.
I did, and I had a fantastic time.
And so he had a great with that.
The best RPG ever made.
But then we played four of us, where all of us were playing different characters, and each person has a very individual story, and we went different route. And so that's why we're looking forward to Baldur's Gate, because it is very much the same thing of where it's the same type of game, but now none of us will know anything about it.
Larian makes multiplayer D&D campaigns done by a GM that is Larian.
It's where you don't have to be a DM.
Yeah, it's literally a DM'd campaign where you don't have to be the DM. None of you do. And you can all enjoy the entire game or the story by yourself.
So now, John, you know why I was pissed when you made that decision.
Oh, my God.
It's amazing.
Because
but still, I'm so happy I said no.
Yes, I understand. But
because that is the correct decision.
There's only been one time in a game that I can think of. It was with me and Kyle that we literally sat there for like 20 seconds unable to speak.
Yes.
Because we had no idea what to say because it was such an amazing moment in the video game.
But that was such an emotionally huge pivot that at that point, even just saying no and making what I still think is the right action, after that, I just said, okay, fuck it, I'm turning evil.
Yeah.
And after that, it was, fuck it. My character was evil for the rest of the game.
Exactly. It's so perfect. I still remember me and Argo playing. I'll let you get to your thing in just a second. But me and Argo playing the original playthrough, and we literally, and I was playing the main character, which was Lucy?
Losa.
Losa. No, it was Losa.
I think you were playing the dwarf as your main.
The dwarf was main, but
So
Losa was my second.
Yeah, Losa was your
Was
second.
my second. And
Who's
then I
the
had...
Lizard? No, it wasn't Lizard.
No, it was Lizard. It was...
Red Prince.
Red Prince.
It was Red Prince.
Yeah.
You had somebody else.
I was the elf.
I was those three, but I remember playing Losa, and I was like... We had a moment where we stopped, and we thought... And it was literally dead silent. It was just you and me in the call in Discord. We literally stopped, and there was dead silence for a long time.
And it wasn't like things were happening, and it wasn't like a thing of like give the other, things are happening. There was nothing happening. We literally were processing.
Yeah,
and
there was an option on screen that only me as Losa could choose, and I literally stopped dead, and I said, I don't know. What do you want to do? And it was one of the most... It was one of the most transformative versions of an RPG. Like it's super stupid, but it's a fantastic moment in an RPG.
I really wish we would have been able to stream. I mean, our second playthrough was great, but our first playthrough, I think that's why we are definitely going to stream the second one. But anyways, I want to move on from this topic too pretty soon. But
I didn't answer the question yet. Like the thing that I do to relax is I just trade ponies with.
that.
The question.
Yeah, the question.
Okay, so I'm murdering rats, and Argo's having deep emotional experiences with intensive video games.
No, it's not that.
I shoot things.
And Michael, what was your
just me and just looking at ponies, posting them, and then guest posting them, and me being like, ooh, that's cute.
Yeah, derpy chat.
No,
post to that.
Post to the derpy chat.
Yeah.
I've always believed as long as you're not hurting another person in what you do, it doesn't matter what you do. If it's what you enjoy, do what you enjoy. And if that's what you want to enjoy.
Oh, no. Posting ponies hurts people.
Yeah, maybe. But not in our chat because there's a bunch of cool people. So
just their souls.
But no, it's not about playing games. It's chatting and having a couple drinks. It's getting yourself to it's like hitting the reset button. It's like the clear CMOS on the back of your head. Because like we went to me and Michael were at California just a couple weeks ago,
so nice.
And it was really nice. But we come back and then it's just you feel like there's all this built up stuff, and then it was just like this last weekend. It was just nice to have the sit down, have a couple drinks. That was like my CMOS button.
You know what I miss? The defrag button on the monitor.
The DGOS.
The DGOS.
Why do you miss that?
No. Let's go back to John's original statement.
Defrag. I also miss the going through the line by line.
Okay,
That and pressing the button on the monitor and the boom.
Yeah, that's DGOS. Yep.
Yeah, both of those.
DGOS, but I like the defrag on the monitor because I have no idea what the fuck you were talking about.
the line by line, just going through
the Windows XP.
Watching that happen.
Yeah, the old defrag on physical hard drive.
It was it took forever.
Yeah,
it did.
Really
you watched it happen.
It still happens.
Yeah.
Filling in the boxes.
Why did we do that, by the way? Was it just for fun?
No,
it was
efficiency.
putting all of the empty files in one spot.
It was
defragging. Yeah,
defragging was reorganizing all files into a specific order to make a physical hard drive that had a read head have a sequential data to read because it was significantly quicker than jumping around.
Yeah.
So, but DGOSing was always that thing where you did it because it was kind of fun. You were a child. You didn't know what it did.
That was like a CRT monitor.
It was.
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen it for.
It went. No, it didn't make a sound.
Don't make me feel old, Kyle.
Both of those.
We're all old.
I at least want to get to one more question. So Sir Edward had one question here, and he wants to bring it up. He actually says that he wants to bring this up because of the biggest coincidence because of our photoelectric effect question. And he asked the question. This is a little bit longer one. Okay, you have just made a shocking scientific discovery. Not only is light a wave and a particle, it is also something else, something that will throw the scientific community into a complete disarray. What is it?
It's a conscious entity named Phil.
Oh, Phil.
Yeah.
That would mess with a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Is Phil?
I feel like if it was a particle and a wave, it would just end up being a beach bum.
No, it is gendered and it is male.
I was gonna say it's chocolate.
I was close. I was thinking it was a particle, a wave, and a form of zero-fat pudding.
Wait, why
It would definitely be.
Wait, why is chocolate and zero-fat pudding?
It's light.
Yeah, it's
It's
like,
not chocolate.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's like a dessert.
Like pudding.
so like tapioca, but without the sugar.
No,
Yeah.
it's not tapioca.
No, without the sugar.
No, I was definitely.
It's not tapioca.
No,
Without the sugar.
What kind of pudding is it if it's not
It's-
tapioca?
It's chocolate.
Kyle.
No, it's definitely not chocolate.
Kyle. If the basis of nature is disgusting,
Light is not chocolate.
life cannot exist.
No.
That's what it is. The nature is disgusting.
Then life is a lie, and I want to die.
Nature is disgusting. Have you seen life?
There are certain parts of life I really want to lick, and certain parts of life I really do not want to lick.
Like tapioca.
Tapioca, I don't want to lick.
I want to like tapioca.
You know what?
What does the sun taste like?
No, I
tastes like
can
lemon.
I can refute you
don't
right
wanna
now.
lick-
I like
sun.
tapioca.
If you had a tapioca popsicle, what would you do with that?
I lick the hell out of it.
No, you wouldn't. You're lying. You're lying right now.
Okay.
Tapioca is delicious.
It
Michael,
is not.
you can lick the sun.
I will.
I don't know why I clicked that. I'm
That
just
sounds like an LSD trip to whole hell.
No, we're not. We're not licking the tapioca popsicle.
We haven't
That's
Like
not
the
right.
sun, the tapioca sun.
Anyway, so I still have 3 questions that I can save for another time. So I might do trivia again, but I'm kind of running low on like the questions that work for open ended. But anyways, we are actually a good bit over time. But I wanted to. We've actually been having a lot of fun, so I just kind of let it go.
Yes.
So I have no complaints. Thank you for everybody that sent in questions. Those were some really good questions that we went into like divinity for a while.
Yes, everybody who's one of those beautiful people. If you get us,
Play
a,
the
if
game. It's on Switch.
you get us on a,
Is it on Switch?
Yes.
it is.
How the hell does
Yes.
it run on Switch?
There are cross
It's
saves.
not-
on
Wait.
Switch.
What are you
As
talking
soon as
about?
you start something
Yeah.
on fire, how does it? How do? There is
No,
okay.
no.
Divinity is
No,
not a hot.
There's a difference between
game.
PC Divinity on fire and Switch on
Okay,
fire.
so the problem with Divinity is as soon as something gets a ground effect like fire, I have a picture. I think it's on my Steam that literally the entire screen is just covered in
me
fire.
and you.
You were just saying we've been
that
talking about
happens every
Divinity for
time.
so
I know.
long, but more Divinity.
But for a game that's as old
The
as
graphics.
Divinity is
not that
just
old.
if you have
It
three,
is a beautiful
I'm gonna
game.
say
It's a
if
well-written
you have 3
game.
friends that have 100 hours to spare because it's going to take that long of dedicated time,
Play it.
100%
please.
get it. It's on sale or not. If you have friends to play it with, if you playing it solo, do not play it solo. Could you?
No.
Yes, you could play it solo, but you're
At
going to
least
miss
2
out
people.
on so much.
Maybe
You can play in 2 and 2, 3 and 1,
And
1 and 3. It doesn't matter.
And
You have
delve
to play with somebody else.
Delve into the
It's so
character.
fun.
I'm normally not into it, but what I like about the game is that it lets you. It doesn't feel like you have to become that character. You can kind of lean into it.
The character
And-
can be anything that you want
Yes.
it to be.
maybe
Yes,
our next
exactly.
stream game should be Divinity 1.
It's
That's
not a
2
good
players.
game.
It's not as good as the first.
It's
It's
two-
not
it-
as
it's-
good,
it's-
but is
it-
it better than nothing?
No,
It's-
it's not. It's
anything else.
It's,
It's-
only 2 player,
It's-
and
Oh, okay, never mind.
and also the story is very linear.
Which is funny. So even before Divinity 1, I think Larian made their whole thing is the Divinity series, and I actually played a Divinity game before Divinity 1. I have
Really?
Dogma Divinity.
What? No, I never heard of it.
It was a first person. No, it was a third person game, and I played it all the way through the end. I didn't play the DLC portion of it, but that was a fantastic game too. Larian is good.
Larian is good.
They're good,
Yes.
but we are going to play. Anyway,
Finish up.
Oh my god, we're
fucking
getting
Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 2. We should play
we
that.
no, we literally could talk for that for hours. Anyways, so everything is done for today.
Yeah. Drinks. What do we have?
Yeah, so what do we have for
Yes,
John?
yes, yes.
John, you brought some
John.
things.
So I made a black Russian, then I turned it into white Russian.
Yes, that's what was in this cup, and then we drank at
Yes.
the beginning. It looks disgusting.
Yeah, it's
Let's say,
all melted ice now.
So what do you?
Cream.
What is the specific coffee liqueur? That's a really good one.
So again, I'm using Du Nord because it's Minnesota, and I
It's
couldn't
very
get
good.
Kahlua when I.
No, I
It's
like
really,
that.
really good.
That with just a little bit of cream, because I had the White Russian, then I add a little bit afterwards, was just good.
It's
Yeah.
got a higher specific gravity than Kahlua does, but that's chemistry problems.
Chemistry.
Chemistry.
Yes.
No,
I love chemistry.
that alone with just a teeny bit of cream, I could just drink as coffee.
I think Du Nord with in equal parts Du Nord. Like if I was making a drink with it, it would have been Du Nord 1/3 or an ounce Du Nord, an ounce cream, an ounce vodka. But different vodka though. I don't know what vodka you use.
Actually,
I used Grey Duck, and the weird thing is,
I don't think Grey Duck.
a White Russian says it's 2 parts vodka, 1 part coffee liquor, 1 part cream.
Well, it's normally Kahlua, but with cream.
Well, yeah, but as you were saying, the 2 parts vodka seems off.
Yeah.
No,
well,
the vodka seemed like the worst part.
If it's a half and half, you need to add a vodka that doesn't have such a flavor. Grey Duck.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so I almost said Grey. So Grey Duck vodka is very flavorful.
Yeah.
For a coffee lover, to me, I really didn't need anything more than that.
Just to look
Just to look. The vodka to me took away from it.
The vodka.
Yeah.
No,
It's
the vodka was
water.
it was a filler.
Yeah.
I think to me, it's just that with a little bit of cream and just a sip drink.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
No, but it was very, very good. John also brought a bunch of beers. So you,
we only have 2 left.
I was going to discuss one of them when it got to me.
but we can do that now. So John also brought the Cow chocolate milk stout. We drink this
Michael,
once
discuss
before.
it.
Yeah, it was. It's good.
Look at the label.
Like it. Look, it's got a cow.
It's
in
a
a little cowboy suit.
It's a dark stout with peppermint. It's actually a lot of peppermint but in a good way. I drank the Tin Whiskers orange. What was it? The orange and cinnamon. No, it wasn't bad. It probably isn't more of my thing. It was a little bit more on the fruity end, but it wasn't bad. I definitely would prefer some others, but it was nice trying it.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, John. I
brought a Sociables local brew.
But yes, I didn't have any of that, but we because we were there this weekend.
Pomegranate blueberry.
Sociables is a local Minnesota place, so that's what we got. The pomegranate blueberry is, I think I tried that once before, and it was pretty good. I drank, actually, we don't have it up here. Do I have it?
It's the honey.
Oh, no. No, you have it right here.
Mexican honey?
No, this one. We drank some of these downstairs. Yeah. This was the Failing Knife Little Shaky, which is a coffee espresso, cinnamon, and vanilla. It was okay, actually. It wasn't bad. I think Michael liked it even more than I did. That's a local. I think it's Minneapolis or St. Paul. I think it's Minneapolis. Yeah, Minneapolis. Yeah. This is local. And then I drank John's thing.
As well.
I drank the orange thing, and then we drank some Indeed Mexican honey, which is probably my favorite beer. Pistachio is a close second, but the Indeed honey is also very good. So that's what I've been finishing up right now. And then what you've been drinking?
I've just been drinking all your guys' stuff plus a raspberry tea, truly. So I am very, very drunk.
White trash. Old classic.
Okay, good.
Everybody out of here.
Yeah,
nifty.
Everybody get out.
No, so we're all done here. So thank you for hanging out for podcast 19 again. I'm going to try to actually put this in chat later. So what I do want to ask, so some of our main questions, if there's anybody in chat or anybody that's listening, let us know what your thoughts are on those questions. What are your answers to those questions? If you have an answer to any of our main questions or any of these audience questions, let us know. And I might bring them up in the podcast because I think seeing your responses and us reacting to them could be fun.
Yeah, because we frequently get really sidetracked. So serious answers to our questions.
What are we talking about? 10 minutes of divinity?
You have to understand that in general conversation, like especially on our pre-roll, we'll just ramble on about topics.
We talked about Malcolm in the Middle for 15 minutes.
Yeah, we did.
Like that's a garbage topic, and we still went with it because we're interested.
We went 25 to 40 minutes before we actually started. So
like it is
the pre-roll shows who we really are.
Yeah. Also, we bring up topics that we normally wouldn't bring up on.
So join into
PS subscriber
Patreon,
Patreon, or
give this man money.
Really?
Yeah.
No. So anybody on Patreon or Twitch basically has access through Discord. So if you want to join in or ask questions, you can. Otherwise, we were way over time, so we're just gonna whatever. Hey guys, have a good time. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Good night, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Man.
Oh yeah, Michael, we need your last word.
Oh yeah.
What's
the last word, Michael?
I'll let you give it like a second to think.
I'm gonna get this one out of the way. Mayonnaise.